Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. It's Rups and today I'm doing a full face drugstore tutorial. I used everything drugstore actually. I even tried to use my brushes kind of drugstore. Some of them were from Morphe, I think one was from Crown and one was from Wilkinson. So if you live in the UK, this brush is amazing. I use it for all my bronzer, which is why it's a bit dirty. But it's so good. It's so soft. I can't recommend it enough. Eyelashes technically aren't because they're by a brand called Socialize, but I did get them from Amazon and I got like a 4 or a 6 pack for £10. If you like this video, give it a little thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment about what you'd like to see next. And I think that's it. So let's jump right into the tutorial and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. So I'm just refreshing my face with the New Look Refresh and Prep mist, and I'm just making my face nice and hydrated, and then I'm adding the NYX Angel Veil primer and just putting it in all the places I generally tend to get a little oily. I'm just rubbing that in until it's all gone. Then I'm just setting it with the Gosh Prime and Set powder, which is far too fine because it literally went everywhere, but it really does set the primer so nicely. Then I take the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid and I'm just popping that really on the high points of my cheeks and a little bit on my actual cheeks, just to get that illuminated lit from within glow before I put my foundation on. So I'm looking a little bit like the Tin Man, but that's okay. I probably should have done this after I'd done the eyeshadow and you'll see why very shortly. Then I took the Vitamin E Body Shop eye thingy-me-bob and just put that under my eyes just to hydrate it a little more. And then I took the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Boldly Beige, I think it's called, to prime my eyelids. Then I took the e.l.f. Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette and just patted the creamy shadow all over my eyelid. I put a little bit more on my brow bone because that's where I wanted most colour payoff for that colour. And I'm just using a NYX brush to pat that all over my eyelid. Then I took the sort of orangey shade from the same palette and start to apply it quite messily into my crease. I'm using a windshield wiper motion again just to pop it in my crease. I'm just trying to build up the colour so that I get the right intensity of orange that I wanted. And I stick above the crease for this because that's where I wanted to place that colour so it shows through the other shadows I'm going to put down. I'm just checking to make sure it can be seen when I open my eyes because my eyes are a little hooded. Then I took the more darkish reddish brown shade and this time I'm concentrating the colour more on the outer V, but I'm still pulling it through into the crease, but I'm just not taking it as far up as the previous shade. And I'm just doing the exact same thing, just building the colour and blending it in. Then just to introduce a little bit of purple into the eye look, I took the same palette and took the purple shade. This time I'm using a little bit more of a precise brush because I only want it in my crease. I want it to literally peek through after I put the shiny glittery shadow down. As you can see, it's just literally peeking through that orange and brown shade that I laid down before. And just blend, blend, blend. You know the rules. Now I'm just wiping away all the fallout, which is why I shouldn't have put the illuminator on. And then I'm just putting the e.l.f. glitter primer down before I go in with this Topshop single shadow in, I think it's called Wax and Wane. And it's a duochrome shade and it is absolutely stunning. I don't think I have anything like this. It's blue with a purple shift and a bit of red. It's just amazing. And I'm just blending that in and using a flat shader brush just to make it a little bit neater, a little bit more round, like the other eye. And you can use any flat shader brush for this. I can't even remember what this one was called. Now I'm just re-adding that Master Strobing liquid because obviously it came off when I used the wipe. And now I'm just using the Maybelline Age Rewind and just concealing under my eyes. And I'm taking the Miss Sporty Really Me stick foundation in Honey, and I'm going to take the shade Really Ivory as well because it was a little bit too dark. So I'm just putting that in on the middle points of my face and I'm just pouncing that in using a Eco Tools blending sponge. And I'm doing the same thing with my concealer. It's a decent foundation, it's not too bad. It's a little bit harder to blend than like my Makeup Forever one, but it was only £4, so can't really go wrong there. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Cafe just to cream contour a little bit. And I'm taking the same sponge, but I'm taking the other side of it, which is the pointed angle side, to blend that upwards to give me a nice sharp contour. And I'm using the same sponge to press in my RCMA No Colour Powder under my eyes to set the concealer. It worked really nicely. Then I'm taking the H&M pressed powder in Warm Ivory just to set the rest of my face. And I'm taking the NYX contour palette and taking the middle 2 shades to contour my face. It's a little bit patchy. I'm not entirely sure whether it's the foundation, the powder, or the palette, but I'm gonna give them all a go separately to see what the issue is, because I have heard that the NYX is hard to blend, and I'm getting that. As you can see, it's a little patchy, so I'm just going over it with the sponge just to tone it down a little bit. One thing I will say, it is pigmented, so if that's what you're after, that is a very, very good palette to go for. Then I took the L'Oreal Brow Artist and I just filled in my brows with it. This is really boring, so I sped it up, and then I just set it with the L'Oreal gel. And then I took the Soap & Glory Super Cat felt liner to line my eyes. I'm keeping the line quite close to my lash line because I didn't want a dramatic wing or dramatic eyeliner, because I really wanted the standout to be the Topshop eyeshadow. Because it's just so pretty. It just reminds me of like a dragonfly or something. I'm obsessed. I'm actually obsessed. This isn't like the Kat Von D brush tip, so it's a little bit harder to work with, but it is a really nice liner. Then I took the Milani Corallina blush, and I just popped that on the apples of my cheeks. And then I took the star of the show, well, the second star of the show, the Model's Own highlighter in Sun Dipped. It is gorgeous. I can't get over it. It was $4.69, I think. It was on sale in Superdrug, and I have no idea why, because it is stunning. Look at that. It looks like it's metallic. It's got no gross shimmer in it. It hasn't got any glitter. It's just, it reminds me a lot of Becca highlighters. So if you're on a budget, go for this. It's amazing. Then I took my lashes by Socialize in Iconic Minx, and I just popped them down using the Eyelure lash glue, which is actually really quite good. I quite like them. And then I took the Milani, I can't remember the name of this liquid lipstick, I'll put it in the description bar below. But I used that liquid lipstick for my sort of neutral lip option for this look. And then I decided to change it up and add the NYX Cosmic Metals in, I think this is like Saturn or something, I'm not sure. I'll again put it in the description bar below just to give it that metal sheen. Then I took the Jordana lip pencil in Baby Berry and then put the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream on top of it, and it was in the shade Prague. And this is just because I want to try a different lip option and see whether a nice berry shade will work. And it actually did. It was actually really nice. And then I had to get extra and add a lip gloss. This is completely optional, but I quite liked it. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.